Welcome to the Hidden IT Tax Podcast from Provision Networks, where we uncover the costs, risks, and inefficiencies quietly draining your IT budget. In each episode, we break down how to replace reactive decisions with engineered, accountable systems. Today, we're diving into why the 2026 Microsoft 365 price hike is a wake-up call for your bottom line. Because, imagine getting a letter from your landlord saying rent is going up 15% next year.
Right. Your first instinct is to completely panic.
Exactly. But what if I told you that inside that letter was a map to, like, $100,000 just hidden in your walls?
I mean, nobody would ignore that.
No, they wouldn't. And that's exactly what this July 2026 Microsoft 365 price increase represents, if you know where to look. They're bundling Copilot AI and advanced security tools into the baseline cost, and it's forcing this massive pivot.
It really is a map to hidden money. Treating this upcoming hike as just some unavoidable budget line item is a huge strategic mistake. The first place you find that cash is by looking at what you are already paying for, but, well, completely ignoring.
Let's unpack that redundancy problem, because to me, this feels exactly like buying a fully loaded smart home security system. The cameras, the motion sensors, the smart locks.
Yeah.
But continuing to pay your old legacy alarm company a separate monthly fee anyway?
Oh, completely. And the sheer scale of this is just staggering. We regularly see enterprise companies on the premium Microsoft 365 E5 tier spending anywhere from $80,000 to like $120,000 a year on standalone SIEMs and external endpoint protection.
Wait, let's translate those acronyms for a second. Instead of paying for a separate SIEM, which is essentially your security team's radar system for threats.
Right, exactly.
The E5 license already has an MXDR platform built right in, meaning Microsoft is already providing that radar, plus the automated response to shut threats down.
The capability is sitting right there in the license they already bought. Failing to consolidate means you're paying a late tax on tools you own but just haven't turned on. You're effectively funding a redundant security stack.
Wow. So this redundancy problem isn't just about the software tools. It's a symptom of a broader issue, right? Like treating Microsoft 365 as a flat utility bill rather than actually managing the specific users logging into it.
Yeah, precisely.
Which brings us to the actual humans holding these licenses.
Yeah.
Are we just over-licensing the staff?
Almost universally, yes. IT leaders really need to rationalize their seat types. That means auditing the client base and mapping specific job roles to specific SKUs or, license tiers.
Because a frontline warehouse worker doesn't really need the same premium compliance and AI suite as the legal department.
Right. A one-size-fits-all approach is just pure financial waste.
Okay, but let's be real for a second.
Yeah.
It's easy to say rationalize your seats. But in reality, mapping hundreds of different roles to specific license tiers is a logistical nightmare for IT.
It sounds like it, yeah.
How do you actually do that without completely paralyzing operations?
Well, it requires a phased audit based on actual behavior. You look at usage telemetry. Microsoft provides dashboards showing who is actually utilizing advanced features.
Oh, so you can literally see if they're using it.
Exactly. If a department hasn't touched the premium compliance tools in 90 days, they get downgraded to a standard license. Maintaining a one-size-fits-all approach in the face of this 2026 price hike is, it's just throwing money away.
That makes sense. Just let the data dictate the license. But what about the premium licenses you do keep? Because Copilot AI is being forced into this new baseline cost. How do we actually extract a return on investment there?
The mindset really has to shift from passive paying to active readiness. Because this spend is becoming mandatory, you must deploy Copilot with intent.
Right.
You target document-heavy departments or use it to solve specific collaboration bottlenecks and, streamline workflows.
But deploying AI isn't just flipping a switch. If a company doesn't have proper governance frameworks, doesn't rolling out Copilot just create massive data leaks?
It absolutely can, and here's exactly how that happens. Copilot indexes everything a user has access to.
Wait, everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
If your company has sloppy internal permissions, like an HR folder with salary data that was accidentally left open to the whole company 5 years ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Copilot will instantly surface those sensitive files to anyone who asks the right prompt. The AI doesn't know it's a secret. It just knows the user technically has access.
That is wild. So it weaponizes your own bad file management.
Exactly.
That's why navigating this requires high IQ advisory. You need a real roadmap to handle both the technical permissions and the cultural migration. Otherwise, you're paying a premium for a tool that's just too dangerous to use.
Which brings us back to the core reality of this price hike. Most companies find they are paying for the same capabilities twice, or buying AI they aren't prepared to secure simply because they never activated or managed what they already own.
Right.
So ask yourself, is it worth a 30-minute assessment to find $100,000 hitting in your budget? Because, honestly, nobody says no to that.
If you found this useful, you can find more at Connectivity Without Chaos on Substack. We publish weekly insights on eliminating the hidden IT tax and building more predictable, high-performing infrastructure. And if there's a challenge you're dealing with right now, feel free to reach out. Those often become future episodes.